Smoothies are the best way to get nutrition in without having to cook for hours and hours. And while we don't recommend living off of smoothies, we're going to show you 3 awesome smoothies that are going to reduce inflammation and even boost your energy today. So let's get straight into it. For the first one, we're going to use some frozen banana. Ideally, you peel the banana first and cut it up before you freeze it. That will be easier for you. We're going to use a few mint leaves to put in there as well. Oh yeah. Then we're going to put a whole avocado. Never waste any avocado. Next thing we're going to add are some frozen berries. Now these can be strawberries, blueberries. They don't have to be frozen, but we like to make this ice cream-like consistency. So I'm going to get the frozen ones in here. These are all kinds of berries. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries. Awesome. Now, superfood, chia seeds. We're going to add some of those. Coconut water. If you like the consistency to be thicker, obviously add less water. You can add this as you're mixing as well, so you end up adding as much as you want. MCT oil. Just a touch of MCT oil. And we're going to leave the links in the description to all the things that we're using and recommending. And then today we're going to use this vegan protein powder that has vanilla flavor. Now I'm not even going to use a full spoon. Now, when you're making smoothies, it's on you. You don't have to use the protein powder at all. I'm going to add some for flavor and for actual thickness, and obviously to add more protein to your nutrition. Now we're ready to mix it up and see what it comes like. Okay. And now is the moment of truth. Now we like to make it like a thicker consistency, almost like an ice cream, as you can see. And let's see what you think. You can even eat it with a spoon at this point. Am I good? It is really good. Oh yeah. Let's go to the next one. My little partner in crime did not want to make any more smoothies, so here we are. On this next one, we're going to add some veggies. I'm using frozen spinach. This is called pitaya or dragon fruit. There are different kinds, different colors. We're going to use a pear and an apple. I'm also going to add hemp seeds to these. And again, I'm going to add a little bit of protein powder in this one. If you're making it thicker, ice cream-like, you may want to add xanthan gum. You literally add a pinch of it, and it just adds a little bit of consistency to it. So I'm going to go ahead and peel these, cut these up, add them to the blender, mix it up, and see what we got. This is what dragon fruit looks like on the inside. There's dragon fruit that's super, super pink. Like, I love the other color of it, but we found this one today. So this one is the one we're going to use. I'm going to go ahead and add spinach and then peel pear and apple. I'm going to cut up the apple. So the reason I'm peeling the pear and the apple is for the texture's sake. Now, if you have a high top quality blender like Vitamix, you don't have to do that. And I'm going to tag the one that I'm using and the others that I recommend in the description. Do your own research and then pick the one that works for you. So remember, you don't want to peel fruit when you don't have to, because most of the nutrients are on the skin. Get our coconut water. Now, obviously, this can be oat milk. This can be milk if you're not dairy free. This can be water. It really just depends on what kind of consistency you want. I love the fact that coconut water has electrolytes in it. Now we're going to add some hemp seeds. You don't need much, and they are extremely nutritious. Oh, here you are. Hello. And for this one, again, I love to add some MCT oil. I can put the links in the description. And I'm going to add a touch of protein powder, not even a full scoop, just to add flavor and also, again, to add some protein to it. And again, if I'm making this more like ice cream, I would add this, but I'm not going to add it right now because I want to drink it. And here we go. And the moment of truth is here. My partner in crime left me because apparently it's much more fun to ride a quad with his dad at the beach than it is to make smoothies with mom, but it is what it is. Cheers. Oh, this is so good. Now, whether you're making it with spinach or kale frozen is, I find, better because it just mixes better. You don't want to have the same smoothie every day. We're meant to have different colors. We're meant to eat different foods every day. So these are great. Just switch them up. Just you don't want to have the same things every single day. All right. And the last is, the not least, is my favorite one. Oh my God, I can hear them on the quad outside. Boys and their toys. Anyway, so this is my favorite. This is my twist of golden milk. If you don't know golden milk, it's been used for thousands of years through Ayurveda yoga. It's fantastic. It's anti-inflammatory. We're going to get into it right now. So in this mix, it's all about the spices. Primary spices are turmeric and pepper, and don't worry, it will not taste peppery. But turmeric and pepper go really well together because all the benefits that we get that are anti-inflammatory for turmeric get absorbed way better when we're using pepper. Also, I have the Chinese 5-spice, which is a mix of anise, cinnamon, star anise, cloves, and ginger. However, sometimes I buy my own separate, so I do have extra ginger and cinnamon to add. I do have anise. Now, cloves I prefer this way, but obviously they're not going to get fully ground, I don't think, in this blender, although I really do like this blender. And then I also have nutmeg. And don't worry, I have the list and descriptions of all of this. I'm also going to add flax seeds to this because why not? And my favorite MCT oil. I'm going to add a touch of protein once again. And I'm going to use coconut water. Again, this can be coconut milk or anything else. In the original recipe, it is not a smoothie. It is used with milk, actually. But I'm dairy free. My family's pretty much dairy free. So I always look for alternatives. One more thing we're going to add is cacao powder to this to make it more like chocolate. And last but not least, we're going to add some local honey. If you have access to local honey on fresh markets, on food markets, I highly recommend it. There are numerous benefits besides just reducing allergies in people. You can also use monk fruit. Just make sure it's real monk fruit. Again, I'm going to put all the links in the description. Or if you're using stevia, real stevia only, you always have to read the ingredients. And the honey that's store-bought, that's not local, generally is full of sugar too. So again, caution when you're using honey, but we want to sweeten it somehow. And let's go ahead. I'm going to start with coconut water. One thing that you could add is coconut oil. Again, it does go in the original recipe, so we're going to go ahead and play with that today. And now it's just a matter of mixing all how much you want to put in. Here's the deal. This is the rule of cooking. This is the rule of smoothie making, whatever you want to call it. You have to first make it and then add anything that you want from your own flavor to it. Turmeric, pepper. I'm not going to put a ton of pepper, but I love turmeric, and I know that when it's sweetened, it tastes really great to me. If it's not sweetened, it doesn't taste great to me. So I'm not afraid to do that, to add extra turmeric. So that the turmeric activates, I'm going to add cacao powder. And this is when people ask me how much of anything to add, I always guide them to make it first and then start adding more or less, because you're going to know what you like to add for your own taste. MCT oil. Please do not put much MCT oil. You need a teaspoon. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of coconut oil. I believe we have added everything. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of protein powder at this point. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and use a spoonful because it is vanilla flavor and it goes really well with everything else. And we can add ice if you want, or you can just make it like this. I'm going to get a bit of ice and then we're going to go ahead and make it. All right, let's make it. Now remember, I did say that this is my own variation of golden milk. It is fantastic to have to reduce inflammation. So here we go. Cheers. Oh my goodness. This is so good. You cannot believe the amount of aromas and flavors that are in this. This is my favorite. So there you have it. 3 awesome, easy recipes to reduce your inflammation, to boost your energy, to make you feel great. The recipes are below, and comment below, let me know what else you'd like me to make. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and check out our next video here.